So today, we learned a chidush in the Zohar that was mamash scary chidush. Says, what's bigger? If you ask a normal person, what's bigger? Doing Kiruv, helping people do TeShuva, or Akeidat Yitzchak, what Avraham Avinu did? Every normal person would say Akedah Yitzchak. Avraham Avinu waited for his son 100 years, finally got a son. Hashem says, kill him. Slaughter him. Make him korban. Avraham Avinu, tzaddik, doesn't ask any questions, doesn't complain about the weather. What does he do? Immediately wakes up first thing in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, before nets. Before nets, I'm going to slaughter my son. No questions asked. Until this day, we're benefiting from that. Till this day, every time we say Chatan, or Avinu, Pashan, all the things we did, do it for Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. Why Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov? Because Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, look what they did. But the Zohar Kadosh says, I believe it's in Parashat Truma, it says that at the end of times, the situation is going to get so bad that we're going to make so many sins that in Shemaim, the Shekhinah is going to come to Hashem and is going to say, that's it. They ran out of Zchut Avot. They ran out. No more. No more Zchut Avot. Meaning, Akedah Yitzchak, you used it up. Finished. Finished. Whatever you did, finished. There's so many sins. Okay, used it. Bet HaMikdash, Rishon, Sheni, Halachot, fine. Saved you once, twice, 3 times. Every day today is a miracle. At the end of days, he says there's going to be so many, these gay parades, this, reform, conservative, missionary, all this stuff that's happening in the world. Says the Shekhinah is going to say, that's it, they finished. Too many sins. No more Zchut Avot. Meaning, what does it mean, no more Zchut Avot? Hashem says, he has to destroy the world. But how does Hashem respond? The Zohar says, yes, you're right, they ran out of Zchut Avot, but there is one Zchut that's eternal, just like the stars. I created the stars, they're never going to disappear. There's one thing like the stars. What is it? It's the people that do Kiruv. For them, their Zchut is forever. When I heard this with Sonny, both of us were in shock. I said, start, patting myself on the back. I'm like, yeah, we're in Kiruv. You just got to survive. As soon as you pat yourself on the back, you get a tikkun. Back starts hurting or something. So anyway, the Chazal says that doing Kiruv is a big thing. Baruch Hashem. But now you have Avraham Avinu, did some big things. Tzaddik, Navon, everything's great. Ran out of Zchuyot. Yaakov, his grandson, asked Hashem, said, listen Hashem, I understand there's tests, I understand there's all types of things, I'm not complaining to you. I just don't want one test. Don't make me poor. Don't make me poor. I can't stand that test. I can't do it. Even though the bigger test is being rich. Poor, I can't survive. Just give me enough to eat. I don't want to starve to death. Give me enough to eat. Give me clothes to wear. So we see that even the Avot, there are certain, even they knew where their limit is. Now, they knew where they would break, where their emet would break, where they were not able to tolerate anymore. So to be a mekayem Torah, to fulfill the Torah, means that you not only need to fulfill the Torah, but you also need to know where you stand. Like, where is your line? How far can you go beyond that line? Can you get better this year? Can you get better this year? Can you do more? Can you do more? Can you do more? Now, the life of a rebuker, the life of a person that gives musar to people, is the ultimate level. The reason why Kiruv gets such a high level is because it's, as much as I love Kiruv and as passionate as I am about it, it's a nightmare in reality. It's mamash kaparat avonot on a daily basis. Everyone thinks, oh, it's great, you give lectures, it sounds like fun. I said, yes, if I talked about Shalom Bayit, it would be fun. If I talked about how to raise kids, it would be fun. But since you're telling people, listen, your whole life is wrong, it's not so much fun, because people don't like to hear it, but they still do TeShuva. So, Baruch Hashem, you have fantastic stories like I got Motzei Chag. Some woman that's been watching the shiurim for a year sends me a letter. She says, listen, I want you to know, I've been looking for my way back to Judaism for many years, and for the first time, I watched your shiurs a year ago. I continued following. I knew it was the right place. And for the first time in 36 years, I kept Yom Kippur. So for me, this was Akeidat Yitzchak. This is as great as it could be. The beauty is that you hear this every day. Every day is somebody like this. Every day, I kept Shabbat for the first time. I kept Yom Kippur. Baruch Hashem, I didn't have an abortion. I had a kid. Baruch Hashem, several people that, Baruch Hashem, we helped them avoid having an abortion. Several people got married. One student is getting married to another student. Baruch Hashem, there's many, many blessings. That's the fun part. Getting there is tough. The lecture is the fun part. What happens after and before the lecture, that's the tough part. That's the part no one wants to do. People think, oh, it's all glamour, but you don't see all the videos made against me, and the people that write against me, and all that stuff. They embarrass you in public on a regular basis. You think it's fun. You think you become like a dartboard. Somebody's bored, what do? They throw darts at you. Somebody was a very happy student, liked me a lot. Kvod Harav, all these different kinuim, all these descriptions that I care less about. But people like to give respect, Kvod Harav, Kvod Harav, Yaron, whatever you want to call it, doesn't really make a difference. Just don't be an enemy. Just don't be an enemy. I don't care what, don't call me Bichlal. Just don't be an enemy. Baksha, please. So, Kvod Harav, Kvod Harav, Kvod Harav, Kvod Harav, Kvod Harav. Okay, Kvod Harav, Pseder. You have questions, I answer. I don't know, I go find. No problem. First time, I don't know, I know the guy for 2 years. 2 years maybe. First time ever, I rebuked the guy once. I told him, listen, on this specific thing, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're 100% wrong. There's no two ways. There's no like, maybe you're right. You're 100% wrong. But wrong to such a point that it's damaging. It's not like I could not say anything. If you're wrong, like you did something, it just affects you, most of the time I'm not even going to say anything to you. Unless I know that you're going to listen for sure. But if what you're doing is damaging other people, then you're a walking Chilul Hashem. You're a problem. So I have to say something. So this guy, Kvod Harav, Kvod Harav, Kvod Harav, Kvod Harav, 2 years. I tell him first time, my friend, you're wrong. You're wrong, whatever, it doesn't really make a difference what it was, you're wrong. All of a sudden, but you don't really know me anyway. Well, I just watch your shiurim once in a while. You don't really know too much about me, so thank you, but I don't agree. Thanks. What happened to Kvod Harav? What happened to all this, it's all shtuyot. It's all shtuyot, it's all nonsense. All this Kvod Harav is nonsense. Why? Because nobody wants to hear when they're wrong. Nobody. Only if you're Ish Emet. If you're Ish Emet, you have to. That's why Shlomo HaMelech says someone who doesn't like to hear the truth, he's like a dead person. Why is he like a dead person? Soneh Tochacha, Nichshav Met. Why? Why Nichshav Met? Why? Because he's never going to do TeShuva. Never going to do TeShuva. He doesn't like to hear that he's wrong. Hearing that you're wrong is terrible. It's painful. But it's necessary.
We are meant to be a light unto the nations, not to follow their misguided practices. Remember, every Jew has to remember that he's a Jew and she's a Jew. We don't celebrate non-Jewish holidays, even if they seem harmless. It's a zilzul, disrespect to the Torah, and could lead to Chilul Hashem, desecration of God's name. Stick to our holy Torah and our own holidays. That's the path of a true Jew.